Welcome back to the world of tomorrow! This is it. This is the future. We are gonna be going into the Institute today, and I always look over here, and I don't think I ever find anything interesting, so I don't know why I do it, but that's just that completionist soul that I've got. But one thing I'm interested in today, and if you've never played the game before, I'm gonna probably talk about spoilers for a moment, so maybe I'll put like a spoiler thing on the screen. I mean, it's gonna happen in this episode, so, you know, whatever. But I'm interested in seeing how this mod that changes the opening of the game so that you're not actually born as like a person in Sanctuary Hills, and then you don't go through all that, like the backstory, and have a wife and a kid and everything. Like, I'm playing as just some dude who happened to go into the vault. But I'm wondering how they're going to handle Sean. Like, what's he gonna say when I go in here? So this is gonna be interesting. But, anyway. Oh. There, it's starting.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Yet. Not yet. I'm gonna go back up here, and I know that I have... What is this button? Oh, is that if I want to leave? Okay. Because I got that tape from Ingram, right? So load the tape. God, I have a lot of them, don't I? Is it a network scanner? It might have been network scanner. Alright, I'm gonna try network scanner. Oh, crap. Swipe button. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Alright, go back. Back. Wait, maybe I have the wrong key bindings. Yeah, I think that was the case. I just alt-tabbed and changed them, because I was still set for my RimWorld bindings. Okay, we'll take our tape back. Oh, and that open. Is that like if I just want to leave? Like, I don't want to deal with this at all. No, I have to go in and see how this is going to go down. But we'll take that tape back. Let's see what Ingram's going to do with it. I don't need to press the button. Ah, the lighting. Ooh. It's all dark and light and dark again. Alright, come on. What's this?
I can only imagine what you've heard.
Lighting.
What you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh, they're
This
finally
is the
the light
reality
kicked
of the
in.
Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific reason.
Am I? Because, so, The story, according to the mod that I'm playing, is that I was in that vault. I was in Vault 111, and then I was de-thawed, and there's like a case of mistaken identity where, you know, they think that the kid is mine, and I just noticed that it's his kid, so I'm following him around, like, kind of murder mystery style. So we'll see how this scene goes, because it's a lot more emotional than it would probably need to be for the character I'm playing. I mean, Lee doesn't care about some kid. Sorry, it's just looking for, like, details of the elevator. I press the kill switch? No.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
So I'm playing this like I don't really know the kid. I'm just kind of like, oh, this is the kid they've been talking about. Alright.
Hi there.
Who are you?
Sean, where's everyone? It doesn't matter. What does is what you know about the Institute. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, you got her. We're leaving this place. I'm always making you talk, kid.
Come on. Let me in.
What's going on? Father? Father!
So what do you want to do? Can I do Sean open the door? You're not being very helpful here, kid.
You're not being very helpful here, kid.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Just thought of where is he, Sean? Please calm down if you're up here. Let me in, damn it.
Open the door. It'll be all right.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Oh, did he not shut him down? Oh no, he doesn't.
S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Your skin looks a little green. Is that just my monitor, or are you just green? Does anyone else see this? Maybe I'm crazy. Father, that's your name, your title. This is insane. I can feel you.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Sean Goddard, we're missing a geeks in my rabbit. Well, I mean, sarcastic. That's gotta be my choice.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
Still gotta keep up our roleplay, because we thought that he was a kid that we were coming to save.
Oh, come on! That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why did a child tell the story? But I guess that makes sense. They stole you. It wasn't right what they did.
hell of a story. But I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite encouraging. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine.
So they built
So
you.
they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Since, let's see, I guess you're going, you lost me, so the weird science experience specimen. Well, as you know, Lee is not the most smart guy around, so...
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics, used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family.
I don't believe you, that's an interesting story. Or just, he's probably still processing, like...
60 years.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
I really guess you're up, I don't want to hear anything, you're in charge. Because he would have witnessed the mother being shot. Was it the mother? I think because of the mod I have installed, it was technically a second father.
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
I like how the mod tried to do it. It tried to reference that it was actually a man, but I think that's a little bit too much for the mod to actually do. Because you can't really change voice acting.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again.
Wait, I'm not
What
your father.
else can I say to ease your mind?
You got the wrong man. I think I've heard enough.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I mean, I'm not the person you think I am. Oh, Coastal Cottage. See, that's what I care about. All of my settlements.
This really is a matter of importance.
I'm talking to myself. I'm having inner monologues over here.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
But are you better off with me? How can you be so dismissive? I don't know what to do. Your institute has done some horrible things.
Your institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well, the world is not what it used to be. What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? The Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology and destroy anyone who opposes them. And you would side with them. None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast at. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance.
Your subtitles are gone.
A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I don't think that he would want to do it because, you know, he is, like I said, one of his traits is that he's the good guy and wants to help people. And he'd probably see the Institute as not really being that great. But at the same time, he did say he would help Virgil,
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
He would have to, like, kind of get in for a bit at least.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Dr. Lee's the one that I need to talk to. Because, also, which way am I going? Do I go out here? No? Yes? Oh, here we are. Okay. Yeah, I need to go talk to Lee, because the Brotherhood wants me to maybe abduct her? I'm not sure. It's the director's quarters. It's just... looks creepy, old man standing there with a child. In a cage. Come on. Think of the optics,
Almost
sir.
Done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo. That's the third
I will
primary
not
drive breakdown
be
this
going through all of
As far as
this.
I'm concerned, the phase out on these older
I'm not going to be
models
meeting all these
is
people.
enough. I don't know.
Oh god. Every time you enter a new location, you get everybody talking. Ah!
Bet it's pretty boring down here.
Oh god!
Compared to up there.
Just want some silence for a moment. Just go into the storeroom. So the first time I played on my own, I didn't join the Institute, but I did go through and talk to all of them and do a lot of their quests, and the whole meeting all of the Institute people is kind of boring, and I'm not really interested in doing it. And I also, the last time that I recorded, I did some of that as well, and it's just like, I've had enough Institute. What is this? It's just access logs for a maintenance terminal. Okay. Let's see what we're doing. Keep the holotape. Locate Dr. Lee. That's the one we're going for. Oh. Oh, this goes down to the, like, mining area, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does. If so, I'm just gonna turn right back around and go back. Yeah, it's just the mining area. I'm not interested in that. What I was hoping it was the secret lab. But I think that's in the other, like, maintenance tunnel area. But that is not the way. Alright, Dr. Lee. Dr. Madison Lee.
Hello. You're here.
No.
Glad you made it.
Leave me alone.
When are you going to tell me about this
Never.
Phase 3?
No.
Aha. Dr. Lee. And she's dead.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Well, let her have her fun.
In case anyone didn't mention it, fire time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Look at that nerd. With those satellite ears.
Well, that was productive.
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
You're the scientist. Why do you think I'm here? Let's say you've regained the attention of a certain group. Now you're being
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel.
Then why did you even ask in the first
place? It was just a matter
place?
of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Yeah, why do we want you dead?
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way.
Oh.
Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy? Can we even get this check?
Are you happy here?
Are you kidding me? I am surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
Did you abandon any projects? They're having problems. You need to stop working for the enemy. Brotherhood valued your presence so that they could come back. She'd probably be most interested in her projects that were abandoned.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
But it takes Convicio is just told to get you to come back. Badmouth Institute. Badmouth Institute? Why isn't it telling me actually what happens? Try again!
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil.
I know him.
Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Well...
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Fine.
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Oh. And does that also mean they're gonna track me?
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of,
reason.
I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Alright, Dr. Lee. Let's
Yes.
go off to biosciences.